Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. All right. It is day 7 of Silaholics Anonymous Craft Awareness or Crafty Business Awareness Month. I am Shakia, the professor, and we are going to do 3D paper letters today. Oh, goodness. I cannot find my lotion. My hands are a bit dry. I'm going to find that when we get ready to go into our 30-second break. But how is everyone? Yes, it is craft time. All right, just give me one moment because, of course, my hands will be shown and they are a bit dry because I just washed them and I forgot to moisturize them again. So let me just run and get some moisturizer while you guys get notifications and come on in the room. All right. Hello again. Had to go get some moisturizer for my hands. So we're going to do the 3D letters today. I was going to have an extended class afterwards, but it was an oversight on my part that we definitely had to get the boys ready for school this weekend. Even wanted to go out much earlier, but since I had this live scheduled, we're going to go right after this. So I'm going to get through this fairly quickly because we have to get out of here. I know it's already going to be crazy out these doors. And we still have a few things to get for the boys for school. So we just want to knock that out this weekend because here in in Florida, it is the tax-free weekend. So we want to make sure that we just get all those things taken care of today. So my apologies that the extended class won't happen today. I will schedule it during September, during my Party Favors month. So we'll still get it in. It just will be a little later. Not today. It'll just be a little bit later in the, now I was going to say month, but it's not even later in the month. It's going to be next month during Party Favor month. There we go. I was trying to find my bone folder, the good one. I have some that I ordered, but those don't allow me to use it on the scoreboard. The scoring, the scoring board. And I can't find my really good one. So I just had to make a makeshift bone folder to use with my my scoreboard. Oh, I cut myself. Jesus. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead, jump into this. We're going to get started in just 30 seconds. All right. So just want to kind of go through and just say, hey to a few people here. So, hey, AJ, Benny Mac, Chance Designs. Hey, Jesse. Hey, just say hello, Clarissa, Beverly King, Jesse Gibson, Tiffany. Oh, Jesse said hello to everyone. Tiffany, Miss Cooper, hanging with my. Okay, I'm old school. Michelle Anderson, Miss Adams. Good afternoon. Glad to be here. Learn so much every time I watch you. Thank you. Hello, Deandra. Hello, Sharon. Finding her way. Hey, Tanya, how are you? And Kristen King, how are you? All right, if you guys can go ahead and share this broadcast out, I would greatly appreciate it. It is day 7 of Crafty Business, Silaholics Anonymous Craft Month or Crafty Business Awareness Month, depending on if you do this for just pleasure and it's just like your hobby, or if it's your side hustle, your main business, you're looking to add to, grow, start, add to, or expand on your business. I'm doing a whole month of a bunch of different crafts that I've done over the past couple years for both just my own personal things, like these letters. I think I've only sold them like once, but I've made them quite a few times for personal events. They are time consuming. They are very, 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 very time consuming if you're doing it with paper. Now, there is a way to do it where it's not as time consuming, but it does require you to paint versus just having colored cardstock. So you can kind of just like I've done this way more than I've done the oversized one. So you guys are going to see that also. But I've done these like quite a few times. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just so that you guys can see what it is that we're going to work on. Oh, well, didn't mean to go to the website, but make sure y'all visit the website also. Let's go over here to my Instagram. And then let's go. So this was one when 2000, this was 2000, oh God, 15, I think. So you can see a couple of the letters there. There's one there, and then there was an N on the other side somewhere. But these big ones, which I'm going to show you a better picture of, see, these big ones started out as these small ones, and then I created the file to make them bigger, to print them or to cut them from 11 by 17 paper and spray paint them. So I've done some really, really big ones using these files. And then let's go down so you can see them a little bit better. Let's move on down, 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 feed. All right, let's see. Where art thou? Oh, where are you? Okay, here we go. So you can see those letters back there. These are a little bit harder to do when it comes to doing like letters like the S, the R, C's, anything that has a curve can be pretty annoying to do. But they come out great once you actually have, once you're able to do them. They are amazing. We're going to do straight block ones today because that's an easier route. Now you can really see all of the letters. And there's another one somewhere. I think it's way far down. Oh, look, I don't know if I showed that. There's that bow that I made for MJ that year when we were doing paper bows. And I was saying there were no Thomas bows in his whole, I think it was either Christmas or his birthday. So I ended up making him Thomas bows. I'm going to go over to this one. This is from Zanimani's birthday. And there should be a close-up of those letters. Do I have one closer than that of the letters? I don't know. I'm going to go through and see. And that was just the aftermath of it all. Okay, so I don't have a closer one of the letters, which is kind of crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Did I post a close-up of it after the fact? Or no, I'm going down by saying after the fact and I'm going down. I did not. I thought I did. My little one has played around with my machines for so long. He really thinks he knows how to work these machines, y'all. See, I still got the tape on it. All right, let's see. I really thought I had a close-up of these. I know I have this one, which were his cutouts. Those things were huge. But I thought I had a close-up of his letters. Not even before when I was making them. Like the prep part of it. Nope. Oh, no. Okay. That's okay. I'll try and zoom in or take a snippet so that you guys can see them up close. So let's go to my snipping tool. And paste. And let's try to make that bigger. So let's go with 20. Oh, that's as big as it's going to get. Alrighty then. So not the greatest because it is blown up. But you can see these are actually all paper done with cardstock. This particular one is one that's rounded. So I had to create all of the internal pieces because this particular file does not come with them. And then I just did little die cuts, which were the same ones that I used for his really large printing cuts. I used those and I pop dotted them on different letters. And then to make it all stand up, I'm not sure if you can see going right across the bottom is a piece of foam board. And then they have braces in the back also. So I ended up taping them down to the foam board and then taping Zion on top of Imani so that it stood up so they didn't fall over. So you do have to, if you want it with the paper one, you do have to do a little bit more work to get them to stand up. There are ways to reinforce it to make it heavier. But for these, I just put them onto a piece of foam board so that they can stand up. All right. Okay. She says, I have stopped sharing to my friends. They do crafts. Wait, they do crafts. The reason why I stopped, they become complain about me sharing. So they're on their own. Good afternoon. All right. So those are just some of the ones. And then I want to highlight someone who is here locally, where I am. But when I tell y'all her stuff is amazing. Now, hers aren't necessarily the paper ones. You can also do this as far as the print and cut. I have a file, which I know someone's going to completely go off on me because she's been asking me to release this file for like forever and a day because I went through, I took the picture of all of the letters and like from a couple different places. So I do have the templates for them. At some point, I'm going to create a really good like cover sheet for it and put them on HS Ink Digital. But she uses the paper mache letters. And I tell y'all, she is so freaking bomb when it comes to these letters. But this isn't the paper one. So the front part is print and cut, but the back is the paper mache. And this is what she does all the time. So hope she doesn't mind, not trying to necessarily take business away from her, but just want you guys to see that there is money to be made in learning how to do these because she does these all the time. And she sells a lot of them. If you ever looked at her site and like her work, she's always posting the items and they just look friggin' amazing. With these, of course, you don't have to put anything together. They are the paper mache ones. You just have to paint them, whether you choose to hand paint it with acrylic paint or spray paint. You just have to paint the base and then create your design for everything else. This is so dope. I absolutely love her work. Here it's stars, STARR''S, party rentals and design. So she's here in South Florida. She's like down south, but she just does some amazing work when it comes to these letters. But before you kind of get to that route, if you don't want to buy the paper mache, you want to make it just for yourself, like I did with Zion Imani's own, you can definitely just do the you can definitely just do the paper route. You don't have to do the paper mache ones if that's not what, you know, you want. Let's see. And then look, price per letter, $20. Told y'all it's money to be made in this. All right. Y'all go check her out. Show her some love. Go on here, like a few, heart a few pictures, which I haven't done it in a while. Oh, look, that was on my birthday. Well, no, the day after my birthday. I haven't gone on here in a while, but I absolutely love her work. So go on here, show her some love on her business page, share it out. It's always great to support other small businesses. So I just wanted to shout her out because I just think that she is so dope. All right. So we're going to do something like this. And of course, I'm just going to keep it to the business and we're going to make some letters. All right. You can get these letters from the design store. So let's go. So in my library, I have quite a few here. Where are my block letters? I have excuse me. I have several different styles. There's even one that's a box. And this is the file that I used when I made the ones for, that was like the dupe on the porcelain letters that I put candy balls, gumballs in for my grandmother's party. So they have ones that are in boxes. Then these are the regular block 3D, but it's not straight. These are the rounded ones. I have lowercase ones. I have numbers. I feel like I have a frog in my throat. I have a whole lot of these. Like, I really love these files. And I originally got into Silhouette and like all this stuff to be able to do 3D files like this. So I have quite a few of these particular files. Like I said, this style here does not come with the, it doesn't come with the overlay for it. Now these do, but it's a box. So for this one, you would have to like modify it or just, this also is great because it makes it a little bit more sturdy if you do it as a box and then you just glue the top part to the bottom part. It is a little bit more paper because you like, let's say for any side of it, you're going to put the edge around the sides twice on the bottom half and on the top half. So it is a little bit more paper. Whereas with this one, the side walls is just one sheet because it is glued between both the front and the back. So this one, a little bit more paper, but they are sturdier as far as the side walls because you have 2 layers in that area. So it's like, again, when I go back to you can't have it both ways. So there is another one that has, I'm going to go to recent. So like with this particular one, it does come with the overlay or the inlay for it. This is another one that you can do. Again, if you're an event planner, you just want something that's quick and don't want to do the full on one, it can still look amazing. It doesn't have side walls. And if you don't want to purchase an entire new file, you can do the same thing with this one by not having the side walls, by just connecting the top tabs, like the top and bottom tabs. You don't have to connect the side walls. And this is another great option to just create a standing letter. So as you can see, a lot of different ways to use these, a lot of different files. If you are a Cricut user, I'm pretty sure that Cricut has it on theirs. We are Silaholics Anonymous, so most times I'm going to be talking to you from the Silhouette perspective and what's available in the design store. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I will be doing one of them. I'm going to press it with my Easy Press, and I am going to do one of them Sublimation 2 glitter cardstock using, honestly speaking, Sublimation paper and Sublimation ink. If you have not already done so, make sure that you head on over to our website and check out everything that we have. Also, I'm going to do one of them now before we get started because I'm going to do 2 different of the 25K giveaway. I decided to do it during the craft month just to where, And I just decided to do it, even though it's 25K, rather do it separate, just do it during the craft month. So I have, let me go over to it because it is here. Okay. So I have the wheel up. All orders from when we did, oh gosh, I can't think. When I hit 25K up until today, hey, that rhymed. All of those number or order numbers are on the wheel. If your order was over 150, you got 2 entries. Over 200, you got, over 250, you got 2 entries, and anything over 300, you got 3 entries. So your number is on there. Oh, I forgot to shuffle. Hold on. Let's escape. And let's shuffle all of the numbers. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. All right. So the first one, I'm not doing, you cannot redeem this during the month of August. All right. Because I'm not doing any one-on-ones because my month is ridiculous. It is super, super crazy this month. So I'm not going to do a one-on-one. I'm not doing any one-on-ones this month. So yeah, the first one I'm going to do is a one-on-one session with me, whether it is like to learn something specific within silhouette. It's a 1 hour session. So we cannot do anything such as like all over shirts. But if you want to kind of have a general session with me, you can do that. And it'll be a one-on-one session as well as essentials. If you don't already have it, that'll just kind of help you after the one-on-one. So you'll get the one-on-one and the essentials. All right. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Man, it took forever. All right, order number 69566 69556. So 69. I'm gonna see who that is, and that is, what's her name? Just in case she's on, Teresa Pratt. Woohoo! TRESAPRADD. So I will email you. We have a few more giveaways today. We are going to give away a pack of Honestly Speaking Sublimation paper and a set of ink. All right. So those two will come as we are going through the demo. There we go. I'm like, I lost my whole chain of thought. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and switch over to the other camera. Let me escape out of that mode and let's switch over to the other camera. She says, and I did the number. She's like, I looked up my order number. Oh, wow. So yeah, all of the order numbers are in there. And if you win anything, even if, like, let's say you place multiple orders, if I end up searching it and your name comes up, just for it to be completely fair, even I understand, like, you may have placed multiple orders that just got you more entries, but if your name comes up twice, you will not be eligible for that one. I will then pull another name. All right. Well, another order number. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the other camera, which I need to turn on my light behind me so that I can see. Oh, am I still frozen for you guys? Am I still frozen? before I start moving. Oh, wait, actually, before we get into that, I want to print everything out. That way it's printed and it's ready to go. So that it's printed and ready to go once we get to that part. So let's go back to Silhouette Studio. I just kind of want to show that part. All right. I forgot how I said I was going to do this. Okay, let's clear out and then, all right. Okay, I'm missing a letter. I'm missing the N. So let's go back over here and grab the N. And I'm going to flip that horizontally. Okay. So I think on this one, okay, wait. N is the pink one. All right, the K, I decided to do this. This one, I think I said I was going to do just the colors like this. So this right here, I'm going to change. All right, I want to make sure I have the right one. So I'm going to go back and grab, ooh, I don't see it. So let's go to library and then go to, oh wait, I resized it all. Dang it, man. All right, let's see. I believe this is ungroup. Okay, that should be the one. So copy and paste. I'm going to create this look on this one because I decided to do plain, and then the N is going to be the gradient, and then the K is going to be this one. So I'm just going to recreate this over here. And the back one of that is as close as I can get to like a cyanish blue, like from the cardstock that I had. So I just really want internal offsets. So I'm going to go over here to my internal offset, and we're going to go inward. I'm going to push that up just a little bit. So about there, apply. And then I'm going to click on the inside one again, internal offset. Apply. All right, I'm going to make them all white for now. It is blue, so we're going to make the inside the magenta. Oh, excusez-moi. And then yellow and black, because the outside is the cyan. All right, so there's that one. And then my K, I can delete all this other stuff. Oops. Oh, I'm just going to weld it all as one because I'm just going to cut that from this pattern here. Now for this one, if I want to ensure that I don't have any white, I want to make sure that it bleeds all the way to the edge. I'm going, and this is the wrong yellow. Here we go. I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to, well, I'm going to first group everything together, right? I'm going to make an offset on this, and let's just go there. I don't need it to be that big. Apply. I'm going to fill that in with the same magenta color. But when I go to send, so I'm going to put this over here so I can set it up. I'm going to go to send. You're going to see a bunch of different lines. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to select the entire thing and I'm going to go cut edge. It's going to jump to the outside. I don't want it to cut the outside one because that's just my bleed. So I'm going to click on just that outside one and tell it no cut. So now my edge jumps to the inside one because now I said don't cut the outside. And when this goes to cut, I'm going to ensure that I don't have any white around the edge. I tend to get pretty good printing cuts, and I never really get an edge, but just to be on the safe side, I like to set it up that way. And even if I group it all together, I'm going to zoom back in. Even with it grouped, it's still on the inside line. It's not on the outside one. So we're going to go back to design and let's set up the next one. Okay, this one I think I said I was going to do as sublimation to glitter. So that is the N. No, that's the K. Wait. Yeah, that's the K. And then for the N, I'm going to use my fade bars here. So I'm going to ungroup, ungroup. I have a little visitor. All right, so I want to separate my fades. That is a yellow one. So I'm going to make this, what color did I say I was going to make my base? I think I said I was going to make it black. And then it's yellow. So I'm going to do, my outline is yellow. So I'm going to do this one here. Let's do the blue across here. All right, so I'm going to copy this. And paste in front and remove the color. Now I'm going to copy it. I like keyboard shortcuts whenever I am duplicating things, or you can come up here and duplicate it, or it'll just duplicate it. I like to copy, so I'm going to go Control-C to copy, and then I'll paste in front afterwards for the next one. So I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the blue, go over to Modify and Crop. Then I'm going to right click and paste in front, hold down Shift, click on the pink or magenta and crop. And I want to group those two together. If I wanted to, I'm going to send this, well, I'm going to right click, paste in front again. So right click, paste in front. Wait, what's going on? Paste in front. I'm going to come over here and make my lines white. I'm sorry, actually, no. Let's fill this with color because I need to see the next one. I'm going to do an internal offset on this one so I can have the outline. I'm going to make that, so that is now white. So I made my line white. I'm going to make that a dashed line, and I'm going to take my point size up. If you can change the color all you want. If the thickness here does not have a number to it, it will not print. So I'm going to make that like, let's say 5. Okay, that's kind of big. So let's go with like 3. Okay. And now I'm going to have stitching on it. I'm going to take this one and remove it. So now I'll have a stitch line around it. Or I could do like a solid line by doing internal offsets and then making it a compound path. But I'm okay with this. And again, the outside is going to be yellow. I also want to do a print and cut of this one, and also being inspirational makes you inspirational. So I'm going to use all of the things that I've kind of used all week long. And so for her, she's ready to go. This one, I want the background just to be white. So let's ungroup and let's make this white. Take my transparency back up on that. I'm just going to, all right, let's ungroup this. I'm going to make this a tad bit bigger so that my offset doesn't look crazy. Oh, wait, I forgot my drip. So let's make this a little bit bigger. When you're doing offsets, if your design is too small, your offset's going to look a little weird. And mine was doing that. When it was on the bookmark, it wasn't that important. Like it wasn't that, it doesn't stand out as much. But now that I'm going to kind of make this a little bit bigger to cut, I want it to, All right, what else is here? I have something else really, oh, that part. Okay, there's another one there. All right, we're gonna move this up some. All right, I'm gonna select the entire thing, group it together, and then do an offset so that it's one piece. So we're gonna go offset, and I can come down just a little bit on my offset. I just want to make sure that it like barely overlaps, but I don't have like too much extra left over. And we're going to go apply and then fill that in with white. All right, let's go back over here, take my transparency back up, and no color there. I don't want, for the sake of time, I don't want all these little pieces to cut. So I'm going to click on that. I need to turn my line color back on. And actually, you know what? No, let's double click. And I'm going to go in here and delete most of these points that make up these little areas because I really don't want all of that to cut. And let's just make the whole thing solid for the sake of time because we got to go shopping. So I'm just going to go release compound path and I'm just going to weld everything. And now it's just one big piece. Although I don't like it like that. I'm just going to make it one big piece and then group it. Because I have my letters here, I will know exactly, the size to make this. So I'm going to bring this to the front. We're doing these, you're going to lay out everything on, on your template to kind of know how you want it to go. I'm going to take her and bring it to the front. All right, she's a good size there. Actually, I might put her on the K here, but I'll be able to figure that part out. All right, so now I'm going to do, I think I want her to go over here because I'll sublimate this one. I want to grab a drip. Where is the drip? Why are you not where you're supposed to be? Okay, so I'm going to group this. Copy this, bring it over here. Let's paste it. All right, let's see. So the I guess I can put the drip on the eye. Yeah, so we can put the drip on the eye, or do I want this? So no, let's do this one. So we'll put that one on the eye. I'll put this on the drip on here, and I'll put her on here. So keep it real simple. I'm going to print to 8.5 by 11 paper. So I'm just going to go up to the top, turn on my registration marks. I always take my thickness all the way up. I'm going to take my insets all the way out, go back to my page, and I want to see my cut border. So I make sure that I'm, within the border. And let's see, everywhere else, I'm pretty good. So now I'm going to put this here. So that's a regular cut. This is a regular cut. Actually, do I want her? You may not see her. I think I want her to be a regular cut. So I'm just going to put her there. And what else are we missing? This is going to be sublimation. This is going to be sublimation. I think I'm okay with everything else being where it is. All right, I like to have mine closer to the registration marks. So I'm going to move this here and let's see, I can get her there. And then the ink drop, and I guess I'll put it there. And I'm going to move my bottom one up. For me, I find that I get the most accurate ones when my registration marks are closest to my design. So I'm going to take my bottom inset and I'm going to bring that up closer to, and I'm sorry, I'm all off to the side because it's closer to me. I'm going to bring this off, bring it up closer to my design because that just makes it where it's a little bit more accurate and I can even get it a little tighter too. So let's pull this up here. Let's see. Let's pull her to like right there. Let's pull this one up here. And I can even save more space by making this a little bit smaller so that it just fits right there. And let's take this inset and bring it up. All right, so I'm gonna send this one to a regular print. File, print. And I'm gonna send it to my 7840, go to preferences. I'm gonna go to 8.5 by 11, premium presentation paper matte. I'm gonna tell it tray 1 because it loses its mind. And then hit OK and print. Make sure that your paper is seated properly and your guides are really close to your paper so that your paper doesn't feed in crooked, and then that causes your registration marks to be off because then it's going to affect how it reads. So I cannot touch this one. Like last time I made the mistake of touching it. So I'm going to go and grab this, and this one, copy. Let's go to a new design page because that's going to take a while to print. And we're going to paste. All right. And this is just going to be a regular print. So we're going to go file, print. I'm going to print this on my sublimation one. Just go over to sublimation, preferences. This one I use plain paper settings that are premium matte. And I'm just going to hit OK. If you have not seen or want to know what settings I use, I have a full video where I go over the print settings that I use. Just go to Honestly Speaking's YouTube channel and it will be there. So just search Honestly Speaking, updated print set sub settings, and you'll find the settings that I recommend. And you can use those settings no matter which program you're printing from, whether it's Silhouette, Cricut, Word, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Photoshop, Illustrator, Inkscape. It doesn't matter which one you're using which program you're using. So I'm going to go ahead and send that one to print. And while those are printing, we're going to go ahead and put these together. And before we go to put it together, let's go ahead and give away a set of ink. All right. So we're going to go ahead and give away a set of ink. And ready, go. Because we are printing. So, and you will, once I contact you, you can let me know if you want sublimation ink or pigment ink. All right, that winner is 6867. 6867. So let me look and see who that is. 6867. Edward Wright. So I will contact each person. I'm not sure if you guys are watching, so I'll contact, of course, each person to find out if you want sublimation ink or pigment ink. But this order was actually for sublimation ink, so I'm pretty sure they're probably going to want sublimation ink. All right. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and do the one for paper as well. So let's just go ahead and spin that wheel for paper. 7291. 7291. Jennifer Mayer or Meyer. Jennifer Meyer. Oh, and she has the 812 printer. That's what that one was for. So for chips for that one. So I will contact those winners, and we'll have one more at the end. And that will be for a set of heat tape. So we'll have that one also. All right. So let's go ahead and go over to the table, and we're going to start putting these together. All right. And I completely forgot to. And if you want to be eligible for any of the giveaways this month, all you have to do is visit shop.silaholics.anonymous.com and place an order. And, you know, for any, like place an order for anything on our site, and you'll be entered into the wheel for the giveaway. All right. Let's go to, I need to pull this up on my phone because I can't see comments from way over there. So let me just pull this up real quick. Bear with me just a few seconds here. All right. So this one, I've actually already started putting it together because I wanted you to see one of the techniques that I like to use for this that I do find to be easier. I like to cut out two of the faces because I actually glue and you guys saw me do that with the purse as well. When I was saying it's best to glue it underneath, it catches a lot. It catches better when it's underneath. And then like here, it's one underneath and one like these are on top, those are underneath. And then I take instead of gluing it on top or gluing the tabs, I glue it to that. I have a sturdy base, and now I'm going to glue this on top to cover up the tabs. So that's one of the ways that I like to put these together, which you're going to see me put together these over here fairly quickly. So this is the eye, and this is blown up. I forgot to show that when you want to resize them, make sure that you have all of the letters that you want to do. And if you want to resize them, have all of them selected first. Well, on your screen, select them all and resize them at one time. So that way they're all going to stand up to be the same height. This is resized. This file is actually it's much smaller. It's quite small. This is the actual size of it. So it's the H and the S. So you can see the difference in the size from increasing, and this is 6 inches, and I forget what this is. This is like 2.5 inches tall, and this is 6 inches tall. But this is how the original file comes in. It's this height. Okay. But we're going to do the black one. I may end up doing that as a separate video and kind of putting them all together. Now, you can set this to where it's going to do the perforated lines for you. And since this one is already done, let's go ahead and do it. Silhouette doesn't have a score blade. So normally for scoring, it's not a straight line that's done with a scoring blade. It's a perforated line. This can be kind of annoying because you have, you see dashes in it. You can remove or choose to not cut the dash lines and then use your scoreboard or your score pal to create your bins. And with this style, because it has tabs It has very distinctive areas. It's easy to know where to kind of put it on your scoreboard so that you can score it properly. Oh, my phone's going to go dead. My phone is on 1%. Hold on. All right. Don't need this one just yet. The one, and these are all Lori Whitlock files. So she did make a change when she did this file, which I actually did that on one of the files that I have. I often do that where I'll put either circles or some type of shape. That way you know what goes with what. With the, this one here. So this is one that is a curved one. So when it comes to this, or if I'm cutting like a bunch of different letters from the same color, I'll create my own indicators on it so that I know which sidewalls go with which letter. These are a bit more complicated because of how you have to do it. I still do this the same way to where I glue the back piece underneath the tabs, and then I put the cover on top. Okay. So with this one, it tells you which ones are going to like connect to the other. So this has 1 and 2, which lets me know that this is going to glue to this one over here. This has a 1 to it, so it goes here. This has the 3 to it, so it goes here. And then they don't connect together because they connect in the middle on this one. So we're going to make sure that it is the correct one. So that's for the bottom there. This is for, this is 2 and 3. So this goes, something's missing. This goes here. I'm sorry. So this one goes here because this is 3. And I have this backwards. So this is 3. So it actually goes like this. And then that's 2. This has the inner part for here. So this goes like this. And then this one goes here. So it does have indicators on it to help you. Like I said, I'm going to do it to the inside. I'm not going to use the wet glue for the inside one because I want it to go a little bit faster. And I just need it to kind of tack. So I'm going to just use my Elmer's runner. And you don't have to go over like the edges, like right to the edge, because remember, this is just really going to hold it in place. But this also provides a double layer of paper, so your letter will not be so flimsy. On the back, you're going to have 2 layers of paper. And then on the front, you're going to have 3 layers because you'll have the one on the inside, the top color, and then the print and cut. Or you can choose to just put the print and cut on top. So I'm going to line this up like that. Okay. And then this one goes here. Well, hold on. Yeah, this one goes because this tab is there. So this goes. Hold on. Oh, no, don't. That goes there. This is the one for. I'm missing something. I'm missing one. This one is what I was missing. There we go. So I'm going to pull that in there and just kind of attach that one. Put that underneath. You don't want this on top because this has no cover. So your tabs here need to go underneath. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue for that because that one is not going to get a cover over it. So I'm just going to use regular glue for that piece. And just kind of give that a minute to set. While that's setting, we're going to pull this side down and attach it. Attach this side. And then this tab goes into here. So I can just put this here in the corner. Again, my tabs go to the inside. And the bigger the letter, the easier it is to get to your tabs because you'll have bigger spaces. And if you have any questions or just you have any general questions, feel free to ask them because, I mean, it's just me at this point just gluing tabs together. So if you have any general questions, feel free to go ahead and post those also. I'm going to grab a bone folder or a tongue depressor or craft stick. There we go. And just kind of press that down to help that adhere. Not sure if I missed it, but what will you be using these for? I won't be using them for anything other than like just to display in my office, and it's for now, but they can be used for a wide variety of things. You can use these if you wanted to make them for yourself and do them your business name and use them for pop-up shops. So you have 3 letters of your business name. You can do that. I showed one of the young ladies here. She sells them for parties, and people will use them as party decor on tables or just kind of decoration for children's rooms. So there are a lot of different ways that you can use it. There's no one particular way. All right. So I'm going to take this one and put the adhesive around it again. No, I did not create these particular letters myself. There are some amazing creators out there, and this is a file that I got from the Silhouette Studio design store. Now, for this particular style, it did come with the overlay part. This one does not. So I have a whole file where I went through and I created all of the inlays for this style, and I created the overlay for the paper mache ones like that you can get from the craft store. I created a file for those to be able to do print and cuts and have it line up. So those I created myself, but this particular box file, no ma'am, no ham. Like this takes a lot of work to kind of create all the tabs. I created files myself before. I couldn't imagine doing the entire alphabet. So I'm going to put this like this so I can get this started on the inside. And I actually messed up. I wasn't supposed to close. That's why I had that one open. I actually don't close off my tabs on the on the ends until after this is on, because I'm not going to have a way to get inside to help me put down the tabs. I normally have this part open so I can stick my finger in there and help push it up. But you'll see me do that on the end. So I'm going to fold all of these back. So that I can try and get it in here since I messed up and cut all my tabs off. Well, I closed all my tabs. So I'm going to try and get this to go down and see if I can use this to at least attach this side, and then everything else should sit up nicely to where it will catch. Let's see, maybe I can get this side to catch and just kind of stick it through here. Yeah, but see, it's pushing it out. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to close my tab because I normally go through there to attach it. So let's see if we can get this to attach just by gravity, which I don't think that it is. Nope. Yeah, I messed up because I didn't leave my tab open. I'm going to just, let me see, this is, and it's glued too. Okay, this one didn't do that bad. The one on the bottom was pushing out. This isn't doing that bad as far as giving me a hard base. Okay, not too bad. With getting it attached. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. If it's not all the way there, at least the majority of it is attached, because like I said, we're going to put the other one right on top of this. So I'm going to try and get in there. If I had a smaller craft stick, it might work better. And then on these, I'm just going to put, yeah, see, I pushed it out. You have to have it right on, because if not, when you put the top one on, it's not going to line up. Let me see. If I use some liquid glue, it might help it attach. Like they'll stick to each other, the two beads of glue. All right. Like I said, I'm not so much worried about them because once I get ready to put the top on it, it's going to adhere it all the way down anyway. So I'm not so worried about it not completely touching. So for this one, I'm not going to do 3 layers on top because I did not cut the other K, but you would just put this on top, glue it down, and then glue your print and cut piece on top. But like I said, I'm going to just put my print and cut piece. I'm going to glue this one to the back. To cover up my tabs. This does help give it a little bit more weight and allow it to be a little bit sturdier. And I just realized I put it on the wrong, no, I guess I can leave it that way. I put it on the wrong side, but I'm gonna put it that way. Oh, hopefully that's the right way. The K looks the same. So that's on that side. That'll make it a bit sturdier. You can, this is a bit small. I would have to cut up a lot of sticks for this. I mean, because these are not full areas. So for the sake of time, I would not do that on this. On my really, really big ones, I do put sticks in it for reinforcement. For this one, I'm not going to cut up a bunch of sticks because these are not full lengths. And then I like for it to be smooth also with the thin ones, you can see it a little bit more. If I start to put sticks on there and then the hot glue and all of that to stick it in there, you'll see it a little bit more. So you really don't have to with the smaller ones. What's the largest you can make these using that file? You can make it whatever size you want based off of whatever size paper you're going to cut. So with the Cameo on a mat, you can cut what, 12 inches max by 24 inches long. So if you have 12 by 24 inch paper and you want to cut it on that, you can, so that you keep your letters solid. All right, so this part's going to get the print and cut. So we're going to put that off to the side. Let's go ahead and do this one. And on this one, I did not do the dash lines. I went through and scored all of these on my, well, not all of them, but I scored the majority of them already on my scoreboard. When you have files like this, because it has tabs on it, it's really easy to tell where to put the score lines. All right, so I've already done those, everything except the last one. So I'm going to put this on the scoreboard and score it. Just as soon as I put it under here. Hold on. I'm checking one more place for my actual bone folder for this. I have another bone folder, but it's too thick. So with the scoreboards, it's a specific bone folder that will go into the grooves. But I'm going to check one more spot for it to see if I can see it up here. I thought maybe it was up here. It is not. I'll grab another one of these just in case. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. Okay, it's not in here. So I'm just going to use, where is my big bone folder? All right, I'm just going to use the back of my weeding tool. I can line this up on any of the numbers and put the crease, like the corner, right on one of those, and then the corner that's here. Just make sure that it's flat, and then this should also line up on that same corner. And then we're going to just go, if I can get this one to do it, we're just going to go straight down, and it's going to create that score line for me without having to use the perforated lines. And so these are pretty easy to do, where you don't have to do those if you don't want to have the perforated lines. It does make it a bit stronger because you're not cutting the paper. You know, you weaken the paper when you do perforated lines. Uh-oh, wait a minute. So there, this was crooked. There we go. Okay, why are all of mine coming out? Let's see, there. Okay, no, this tab is shorter than this one. I was like, wait a minute now. This is really hard to do without a real bone folder. There we go. And then the side one, well, the inside one, and then this one. Goodness. And then one more. But now we don't have the perforated lines on here. All right. So again, it tells you which ones connect where. So this is 2 and 2. Then this is 1 and 1. And then 3 and 3. Make sure that, well, it doesn't really matter which way is the right way, other than making sure that, since I actually know I'm going to cut another one, because I think I do have a sheet of pink for this one. Or if I have the yellow, I'll do that. But one of these, I'm not going to do the top layer. But if you're not going to do the top layer and your top layer is going to be your print and cut, make sure that the back one is, of course, the wrong way. So this, it should be like this. This is the front. I'm going to double up on the back and make sure that this side is, so when I put the backing on, don't put it on the front, because then you're not, unless you want to just cut another piece, and then now that'll be 4 layers in the top. All right. So on the back one, you know, all the tabs go to the top. And then let's do this is 2. And it meets up with the other 2. I did that backwards. This has to be for this one then, because that is too long. Wait, there we go. I did them inside out. All right, let's flip this one because this is actually too long now. Hold on. All right, that's 2. This is 2, but one side is longer. So this is the longer side. How did I do that incorrectly? This is the longer side. This was supposed to go on this side, because now I don't have a tab. Yep. This goes here because there's that tab. And no, this should still fit here. Yeah, that should still fit there. Oh, it does. I don't know what I was thinking. That fits there. No, it's a little bit longer. I did it backwards. This was supposed to go the other way around. But the joy of this being this glue is, guess what? I can take it back apart. Had I hot glued or used, had I hot glued this or used regular glue, that would have been disastrous. All right. Let me glue in my inside pieces first so I know which one goes where. Okay, and now this goes here. So I just had it upside down. This one goes here. No, this is 1. So this is 1 and 1. And then this one goes 2 and 2. There we go. Maybe if I would have followed the tabs, I would have been okay. All right. Now I'm not going to do the top portion so that I can get in there, but I am going to do the bottom halves with the tabs. And of course, we also have to do the inside tab here. They don't go to the outside because we're not covering those up. So all of these get pushed to the inside. I didn't mean to do the sidewall. I only supposed to do the bottom tab. It's okay. I'll do it from the top. All right. This side, I'm not going to do both. I'm only going to do the bottom so that I can actually get in there to push the top up. Okay. And then on this side, same thing. I'm going to just do the bottom. Oh, these actually could have gone on the outside. This tab could have gone on the outside because it's going to get covered up. It's only the side ones that have to go on the inside, which I'm going to just put this to the outside. So I don't have to fiddle around trying to get inside. That's why I like doing it this way, because with the smaller ones, it's a lot of fiddling. But if you can avoid it by, you know, putting things in areas where it's going to be easier to attach them, it's going to work out better. And now I'll just use this to push this down. And I really should have a piece of parchment paper down just in case any adhesive gets loose. It does not stick to parchment paper. Parchment paper is completely non-stick. All right. So now let's put this bad boy on. First one's pretty easy to get on. Just kind of turn it to the side, line it up. I'm gonna fold that back and lift all of my tabs up so that I can push this down in there. And now that my bottoms are open, I can easily get in there without pushing it out, hold it next to it, and then get that adhesive to attach because my bottom is open. And I just needed to attach a little bit, enough to, just enough to where I can put the top piece on. Once I put that on, it will help it like be permanently attached and give it more stability. But for this, I just want it to attach enough to where it's solid for the top piece to go on. And just try not to push it out too much. If you're going to use something to kind of apply pressure. And then now we can put our tabs underneath for that part. and glue those, and then we're going to glue down the top. I have several of these, Ms. Dudley. Just go on there and search for 3D letters. I actually have several of them. All of these are from the same designer, though, Lori Whitlock. I think it's her name or something like that. But if you just search 3D letters, you'll see her name. She has several styles of these letters. All right, and then for this one, and as I said, I'm not so worried about it completely attaching because I just did that. Almost did that on the wrong side, y'all. This goes on this side. Well, hold on. Let me see if I have any more pink or yellow to cut again for the top. I have another yellow piece. So the pink one is just going to be the print and cut on top. It's not going to be 3 layers. And see, that helps it line up really good because you gave it a base. And then this side, we're going to get this side to line up once we do the top layer, which I'm going to try and get this in here to attach a little bit better. Liquid glue takes, especially this one. Sometimes liquid glue takes forever to dry. Hold on. I'm going to hold this to my face because bending over to wait for this to dry is not fun. Okay, so there's that one. So far we do have our I, our N, and our K. All right, this one is pretty much done except for I'm going to put a print and cut on top. So let's grab our print and cuts and do some print and cut work. So here is the regular print, which I completely forgot to change my color codes because these were based off of something different. So my colors are a little bit off, of course, compared to this one. It's totally different, but that's fine. This is just for me because I did forget to adjust the codes. So we're going to cut this, bring my Cameo back. Well, let me first grab my mat. Load this in the corner. We're going to come back over to the computer real quick. and I have to send it to cut. Now I'm going to need doubles of this one and this one. It's not going to cut this time, the first time. I just need the cut part of this so I can double it up. And now we're going to go to send. Make sure that everything is set to cut edge. And then, well, let's select everything and choose cut edge. I also need to do these cut edge also. But as you see, there are no lines down here because they're outside of the cut lines because I moved it. I'm going to cut this one second. So now on this one, this paper is pretty thick. So I'm going to go to a blade of 6. My force is going to be 26. My speed is going to be 5. Yeah, let's do 5. And I'm going to do 2 passes. I always do 2 passes with heavy cardstock. And then load my mat. And then hit send. It's going to read the marks and then cut. And then while that's going over here, I'm going to turn off my marks, go back to send, turn these off, no cut, and down here, cut edge. Oh, I thought I turned them off. Go back to design, off, send. There we go. Oh, wait. I messed up. I selected them all. I did all that work for the eye, but I selected them all and chose cut edge. So now I have to undo because my eye is not supposed to cut to the edge. So now I have to go back in and fix this. I'm going to go no cut for everything. I'm going to go cut edge, go to my edge one and choose no cut. It's supposed to cut on the inside, not on the outside. Oh, this is grouped together. That's why. Ungroup. Cut edge. No cut. There we go. So I'm going to have to cut this one again. So because it's print and cut, I can let it just go again. So I turn off the cut lines for everything else. Once it unloads, I'm just going to go send again. So I'm just going to go send. It's going to read the marks again and then cut the line where it needs to be cut. Because it was supposed to be a bleed. And then now let me go back to design, turn off my registration marks, go back to send, set everything up here to no cut, and then just hit send again. It's not going to read the registration marks. It's just going to proceed to cutting. All right, I gotta get my glitter card stock. Since we have this here, I'm going to unload this. So my drip and this one did pretty good. My Feathers of Style girl, I don't know, around her hairline is a little bit off. But that's fine. This is just for me. But as you can see on this one, no white. It cut perfectly. I didn't have a bleed on this one. This one's not going to have any white because we put a bleed on it. But this one doesn't have a bleed, and it also doesn't have, you guys probably can't hear me. It doesn't have any white. And that, for me, I always feel like that just comes from increasing my line, my mark thickness, and then bringing my registration marks up to where it's really, really close to it. That helps to where I get perfect print and cuts, and I don't have any lines around it. All right, so there's that one. I need to cut the glitter cardstock so that I can sublimate, and then let me turn on my Easy Press. So that's heating up, and we can sub the glitter cardstock. Oh, turn on. There it is. Okay, so this I'm just going to put right here. When you're loading it, of course, it goes to the back of the line. So the line should be, as like my mom said, you should see the line. It goes to the back of the line. This is the front of the line because that's touching the arrows. It should be to the back of the line when you're loading your mat. I probably should have taped this down some. All right, this is going to be for my K and my little being incredible makes you inspirational. So I'm going to go back to this one. And this piece is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 by, I'm going to say 8. So to make sure, I'm going to go back over here to make sure that I don't go over, I'm going to change this, my width to, it's still 8.5, but my height is only 8. All right, so yeah, I should be good with cutting this on here. I'm going to remove these because I don't need them. And just bring this a little bit closer so I'm not wasting glitter cardstock. All right. So we're going to go send. I want to cut edge for everything. And then for this one, take it back up to 6. Take this to, this is glitter. So I'm going to go to like 27, 5, and then again, still 2 passes, and then send. For the print, yes, that was 85-pound cardstock. Actually, that's a cover stock. I don't remember what the number is. It's a bit heavier than 85. That's a cover stock. That's not a card stock. I forget what the number is, though. All right. While that's going, I'm going to grab my Xyron. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I forgot to cut a backing for this, but it's okay. All right, so we're done with the cameo. Go ahead and put this down here. My easy press is heated up. So let's go ahead and sub that now, since that is heated up. I'm just going to grab a little sheet of butcher paper here. Here is my print. I'm going to line this up on here and tape it where as soon as I get my heat tape. Now, I should have actually put a border around this so I know exactly where it was centered at, but that's okay. I'm going to line this one up. And then my K, because I just did one big print, I don't necessarily have to line it up. I just need to place it on here to where it's within that border. And just tape this down. Oh, I should have done an outline for these two. So we're just going to flip this over. Let's see, will my easy press cover all of these at one time? No, it will not, because I got the smaller one. I have 3 different sizes of this. I could have gotten the bigger one and it would have covered all at the same time. So I'm just going to do the K and then I'll do that side. So I'm going to just place this here. Press it for 30 seconds. And 365 degrees, 30 seconds. Well, 40 seconds. Okay. And then this side. That's so nice. And this is actually about 30 seconds now on that side, just so that you can see it will sub in 30 seconds at 365 degrees. So let's just check and make sure. Yep, perfect color. So now we have glitter pieces, because some people say they send the glitter cardstock through their regular printer. I'm not one of those people. I don't want glitter inside my printer. So I rather sub it. Okay. And there's that. Oh, and then here's that one. All right, I'm going to grab my Xyron because if I'm doing a lot of these, I don't want to have to use the tape runner or do a lot of gluing. So when you're doing a lot of these, the inserts for this can be kind of pricey, but it's worth it for speed of service. Like, I mean, for how fast they will, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll stick. Like, you don't have to go through all that stuff with the adhesive. All right. So the way that this works, I'm going to put this in front side, like face side up. I can put quite a few in here because this is the home one. So I have about 9 inches of room. All right. So we're going to put that one. We're going to put the K. We're going to take her and put her. Oh, wait, I have to wait to get her in there because, of course, she's not going to catch because she's not on the roller. So now I'm going to roll it. Oh, my end did not catch. So you have to make sure it's under that roller. And now that's going to pull that through. And then I'm going to make sure she is I got to figure out where she needs to be so I can actually start to roll her in now. And that kind of sucks because this is going to take up a bunch of unnecessary space. I'm not going to put that one through there just so that it doesn't take up unnecessary space. So we're going to roll that. It's going to come out the other side. And there is a cutter that's supposed to go across here, but mine doesn't have it anymore. So once it's past it a little bit, I just take my X-Acto knife, which, where are you? Put it on that well that's down there and just cut it off. That way I'm not wasting paper. Well, adhesive. Oh, I could have done it because I still have this one. So we're going to put this one in sideways. And this one. All right. You just take this off. All the areas where there's no paper at, that adhesive is going to be on the back of this plastic piece, but nothing is on the front of your image. And you peel it off, and the entire back now has adhesive on it. So now that goes on a lot faster if you're doing a bunch of these. And then my K. Oh, I was going to do a third one of the K. Well, I already put the cameo down. I meant to cut another K piece so you can see like doubling this one up and then putting on top, but I've already put the cameo down, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I did this. I did the wrong color. This was supposed to be yellow. It's okay. I really wanted that one to be yellow though, so that all the colors were on here, cyan, magenta, and yellow. All right. So I'm going to just hold this one here because it didn't quite catch. I'm going to, oh, I have to cover this side up. Duh, Shakia, I have to cover it up. All of this is exposed. I did it. I thought if you're going to do the whole thing, you don't. So I do have to cover this up because if I just go like that, you're going to see the edging. So give me a second. I'm going to have to cut another piece of those. So I'm going to put this back on here. But I'm going to marry these two. I'm going to line up her head and her shoulders. So, and then I'm going to pop dot her so I don't have to worry about the back. And then this one, I should not have because I didn't have a backing. But I'm just going to cut like one of these colors, like a pink backing for this one. And then this one, where is the back side of this? Oh, here it is. Y'all know I love my pop dots. Or dimensionals. Some people call them dimensionals. And I think I want it to go straighter, which is kind of too late now. But there's that one. And let me cut out this last part so that I can get out of here and get to the store. I'm trying to find another pink paper. I cannot find another sheet of pink fast enough over here. So I'm going to use a printed one. When you're doing these, another option is to just print out cardstock. So this is just printed to a piece of card, like just a pattern printed to a piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to use this because I don't have another piece of pink without opening another pack. Yeah, I don't see any more pink over here. I'd have to open up another pack of paper. And I don't want to necessarily do that. So we're going to go back over to Silhouette Studio. I do need, oh, wait, hold on. My K. Which K did I use? Hold on. Did I use the inset K or the big K? Oh, no, my K, I'm fine. It's only the N I need to do, but I do need to cover up the back of the K. So let's do that. All right. I'm going to go back to where all of my letters are, which is, I think here. Yep. So this is the outside K. So I need that one. I need the outside N. So we're going to copy that and bring that back over here. Paste. I'm going to cut them both at the same time. I also need this piece. So we're going to flip this back the right way. Let's see. So for this K, I need a sheet of paper that is, we're going to go 4.5 by, actually I can leave it at the 8, but I'm just going to go by 7. Oh, I can go 6. Let's see, 6. All right, and then I'm going to do another box and might as well make that, nope, I have to go a little bit longer on that one. So this one, I'm going to go height of 7 or 6.5. All right. I'm going to pre-cut my paper down to that size, just so that I don't have to reload twice. All right, where did my yellow cardstock go? All right, my yellow, what did I say I needed? A 4.5 by 6. So I'm just putting this on my cutting board, and I'm going to take it to the 4.5 mark and cut that. And then my pink, I needed this to be, this is also what, 4.5? Okay, I'm going to lay them both out, and I didn't bother to cut down the length because I'm like, it was kind of pointless. But if you're doing multiples and you need like the other space, you would just cut it down to the exact size. So I'm going to put this piece here because that is my yellow side. And this is going to drive me nuts to not have, wait a minute, you know what? I'm stressing. Nah, I have to have that piece. Dang it. I was hoping I want to use this. I don't want that to be this other color. Dang it, man. Hold on. Let me try and find a piece. Let me go through one more box to see if I have a hot pink in here. which I know I don't. I don't know why I'm looking, because I know I don't have a hot pink in here. Oh, I told a big fat fib. Yes, I found one. Yay. Oh, come on. All right, let me cut that down to 4.5. Because I actually want to display this behind me for videos and stuff. Or when I'm taking pictures of products, I can have this for videos. And it's already branded. So I don't have to necessarily worry about watermarks. All right, so we have our 2 pieces. We're going to load this. And on the design page, I already have my boxes. I don't need these. I'm just going to move them out of the way. Then go over to send. And everything should be on cut edge, or these can be just cut. And I'm going to just cut it the same way. I don't need 2 passes. I'm going to take off that and then just go send. Ah, knew it. My mat is not super sticky anymore. So let's go here and tape that bad boy down. And I think my force is up a little bit too high. Now I have to wait for the program to reconnect. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I have to wait for it to reconnect since I turned it off in the middle of a cut. I have to just wait for the Bluetooth to recommunicate with it and for it to say ready. There it is. It now says ready, which I also heard my machine click, so I knew it was going to be ready. There we go. I think I still cut the wrong one for the K because it has this dip. I did. I cut the wrong one for the K. That's okay. For this, I'm just going to put it on the other side. And my K, I'm just going to put it on this side. And then for this one, we're going to put this on. So now that one has a backing. And then this. Where did my glue go? And if I'm doing a bunch of these, I would send this one through the Xyron as well. Because that just makes it faster, especially for it to stick, because that is a permanent adhesive that's in there. They also have a repositionable one. They have one that's laminate. They have a magnet sheet that you can put in there, and they're all interchangeable. Like you can just change it out. It's a quick change. And that's why I wasn't worried about those tabs, because once I put this one on top, that's going to also help push those tabs down and make everything adhere. All right, so we have that one. The K I'm going to put on here, but luckily that can be the back part of it because I cut the wrong one. And also with using the Xyron, it makes sure that adhesive is all the way to the edges. So I'm just going to put that on the back because I cut it. But I'm going to just put my image on this side. Oh, no, I still had it. And let's put our Feathers of Style doll on this one. And I think I'm going to just pop dot her. And no, I'll just glue her down. And then because I'm going to pop, I meant to put I should have put pink behind this. Tweezers also make this a little bit easier. And then you guys will eventually see the HS. For the sake of time, I didn't do it, but they're just how our icon is. So I did do the HS in black. But like I said, these were the original sizes of these letters, but I wanted them to be bigger. So I need to recut these anyway. And once I recut them, then I'll have the HS ink. Oh, wait. Ta! Why y'all ain't telling me I had it backwards? There we go. So those are the letters. I told my family they had 10 minutes to get ready. Hopefully they are done so we can finish school shopping. Put it a little closer so you guys can see it. I'm so mad. I wanted that to be yellow. I might go back in and redo it. I really wanted that one to be yellow. I will post them once I cut the HS. After we come back, I'm going to do the HS and then, of course, put it with the ink. So I'll post it then. All right. Speaking of HS ink, the last giveaway is going to be a set of heat tape. So let's head on over to our wheel of order numbers. And again, if you would like to be entered into the giveaway, all you have to do is go over to our website, shop.silaholics.anonymous.com, and place an order. And once you place your order number goes onto the wheel of numbers, and you can be entered into the giveaway. All right, so this is for the heat tape. Ready? Oh, I'm sorry. No. Heat tape is next week. This is for the master's program. I'm sorry. This is for access to the master's program on my website to learn Sew It Studio. I'm sorry, not the heat tape. That's on there for next week. So that is 7339. 7339. The heat tape is on the list for next week. So 7339 is Kiera Mathis. Wait, I have to make sure that, that name seems familiar. Let me check my academy and make sure she's not already enrolled. So users, Kiara. Okay, nope, she's not. So she has two accounts. I don't know which one she wants to use because she has two different ones on the website, but she has just won full access to my master's program for learning graphic design via Silhouette Studio. So Kiera Mathis. Again, if you would like to be entered, we still have a lot of giveaways, full ink bundles, the heat tape, a full set of paper. So there's a lot of other giveaways. There's going to be a lot of giveaways on the 28th. So make sure that you enter, and it's really easy to enter. Just go to our site, place an order. Orders over 150 get 2 entries. 200 gets 3 entry. 2 inch. No, yeah. Wait, hold on. Orders over 150 get 1 additional entry, so you'll have 2. Over 250, over 200, you'll get 2 additional entries. So your number will be in there 3 times. And then if you are if your order is over 300, you get 3 additional entries. So your number is actually on there 4 times. So it increases your chance to win. All right. All right. If you have questions, probably should have asked them by now because I'm about to log off. Even's in there trying to wrangle kids so that we can go and continue school shopping. I will post the links for it and the full list of the things I use that can just make your life easier. I mean, you can use any adhesive that you have, any cardstock that you have. For the Sublimation ones, it is glitter cardstock. Sublimation will take to the glitter cardstock. So any glitter cardstock will work, and any, my tab at the top. Let's fix you. So any will work as far as doing this project. Any cardstock, any pattern cardstock. If you want to use glitter cardstock, you can, especially for the front. Like for the front and the back, you can use glitter cardstock. Possibilities are endless. Just have to unlock your creativity. All right. So thank you guys so very much for joining me for day 7. Tomorrow is a new week. We kick off vinyl week, and we're going to do some HTV on some wine caddies or wine boxes, not wine boxes. They're like a carrying tote, like a wine tote that it's for actual order. So I'm going to, I hate the term kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but I'm going to knock them both out at the same time by doing the demo for heat transfer vinyl, as well as knocking out that order. So tomorrow kicks off vinyl week. If you have not seen the entire schedule, go to our social media platforms on all of them, even YouTube, and the full schedule is there. So we have HTV on a wine tote, not a caddy. We have adhesive vinyl on glass, and that's going to be something that's really interesting. So make sure you tune in for that one. If you are in business, that's going to actually help you when it comes to this one. Car decals, HTV on canvas, 651 on canvas, yard signs with 651, and then a selfie frame with 651. And we definitely will have this class. We're going to do the print and cut ones. I'm going to show you guys how I do those. And that, if you don't know what I mean, as far as like print and cut, let me go over to my Facebook. All right, let's go back over here. And this is a print. And of course, it's cut around it. And then we have the opening. There's some print and cut. Like this is a print and cut that's pop dotted to the top. Well, actually, no, it's glued because it's on foam. So we're going to go. Oh, wait, you guys can't see. Hold on. There we go. So this is one where I did a print and then I cut it. So I'm going to show you how to make full on printed selfie frames. That is a paid class. That information will be up tomorrow or maybe even tonight after we get back. I've done that one. And then I guess if I go to my Instagram, it'll probably be better for me to show from there. I can find it quickly. Oh, here's another one. This one is also printed. So this is a mixture of print as well as vinyl, because these strips on here are vinyl. You're going to see how to do that part in just like the regular class, where you can decorate these with just using vinyl. So that's vinyl. And then let's see. Oh, y'all want to see my very, 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 very first all over shirt when I got my sublimation printer? That was before Honestly Speaking paper. Look at that. I should probably redo that. That was my very first full bleed shirt. Very first. Oh, wait, wrong way. Very, very first one. It's a little uneven, but that's okay. And that was in 2019. I'm a whole lot better at it now. Let's see. I know there's another one on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. And that's also printed and then mounted to foam board and then cut. So we're going to learn how to do those in next week's full-on class. It's a paid class. All right. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching and for joining me and watching. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.